Alright, we have another curse submission here. And it is Rector Plinks. Which, so it looks like Ace Stapler probably went to Divinity. 42k usually indicates that. I feel like high 30k is Seraph. 42k is usually... Yeah, you'd have to have gotten a crazy flying kill, I think, to go 42k before Seraph. So that's pretty much means it died to Divinity. But yeah, not a particularly great combo, but at least it's Rector. So it'll forever be better than a Tethys run. Okay, we got extension, we got extension of Burnout and Space, and actually a decent AoE card, so actually pretty good starters. And the bosses are potentially not too bad. I do think Ragefelt can be pretty bad, actually, in some of these cursed runs, because it can represent a lot of Pyre health dead. Burn Bright does have low roll potential here. You know, it's not impossible to not draw a Purifying Lens within 3 turns. You know, in the context of, it's really 21 cards, because this is always guaranteed to eat up one of the initial eats. Although you can still look at it, I guess there's ways to look at it, right? But with the first 3 turns, in the context of 21 cards, that's going to be 14 cards drawn. So, you know, 14 minus 21, that's what is it, 7 cards that would be in the bottom deck. And if both Purifying Cleanses are there, then your Burnout Rector just burns out. And then Ring 1 is lost, pretty much, because you're not going to beat it with just Stewards and Plinks and Dregs. Maybe you will, though. I'm not saying it can't happen, but you can definitely just lose Ring 1 with that, even if you killed all the waves. Particularly if there's like a backliner. I guess with Plinks you're probably going to be able to clear the backliner, but I don't know. All that being said, I might still just take it. I mean, there's no Herzal Horde here. Could also just take Accumulator. There's no way I'll be able to kill the tanks, so if there are tanks, keep in mind there is one group that doesn't have tanks, which would be the Clergymen. But all the other groups, I just wouldn't be able to kill the tanks with Harvest Rector, whereas Burn Bright, I'll kill everything. So, question is, do we take that risk? I think we do. If there's a win streak, probably not. Knowing it's a cursed run, I need all the power I can get. Fade's First Blade just gives us win conditions, so we do that. I think we're definitely strong enough. I think with the Fade's First Blade, I actually, even if I low roll the Burn Bright Burnout, I can still win. I don't know if I like this for money. So they'll have enemies behind. I can probably take them out. Plinks could be pretty good at dealing with this. I think we take it. Might as well, if we're going to start with Plinks, we should use the advantage they provide, right? We start with this, which is great. I think I will go top then. I'm going to heal this guy eventually, so this is all good. And he'll just get lifesteal anyway. Go for this. Nice. Ooh, that's good. Let's get that in. Just want this thing to die. Guess I could have got 5 here, but it really doesn't matter. could save that for a plink. There's not really a huge reason not to. Okay, let's go with this. Put all the space up top, but I'm like, yeah, whatever. Like, I'm gonna destroy the boss just with only Rector anyway. And look at this, I'm doing nearly 100 damage because of the added rage. I really want to take that Whiplash, but Molded might be better. It's a good magic. I do give up some stuff for it, but any other good magics? That one's alright. That one's alright. That one's good. Whiplash is particularly good if I could hold it over. Molded doesn't really need the holdover. Molded in the context of this would just be a safeguard to not hitting burnout extension. I believe we'd be fine just to take the Whiplash. There technically is still the opportunity to low roll and not get extension on Rector, but I could find intrinsic. I think Whiplash is too powerful to not take. We already have 2 of these, I don't think we need 1 more. This is maybe takeable, the Immortal Trade. I'm not going to take morsels because I am very committed to not doing that. Like, absolutely a Remnant build is happening. It's just a question of what units are going to be offered, but I can work with anything. I could work with a Wickless Tycoon even in this build. In that sense, I may want another Space Prism, honestly. I mean, it wouldn't be horrible if I'm being honest. Like, Dregs are certainly good with it. It opens Lady of the Reform up pretty strongly. I think I will take it. There's a part of me that almost wants to go left there, but nah, I think we should get something strong here. Yeah, as I said, I think Lady of the Reform's pretty good here with the Fade's First Blade. With the amount of extension we have, 3 Space Prisms. Now with the Lady of the Reformed, I really don't need an intrinsic burnout extender. I would probably just want intrinsic space. Like, I am kind of thinking a Shitstone wouldn't be too bad here. I give up a pip, but I have so much pip extension that I think it's fine. And that makes her into one damn fine tank. Reroll. Just another health here is fine. 105 health, that's pretty good. Let's hold the money. We don't know if we're going left or right here. Umbra units, obviously not desirable, but if we get a unit draft here, which we don't. Take the money though. So we don't have anything at the... I should have probably started slapping some upgrades on the Drags too. That was a mistake. I am playing a little bit fast, which is maybe not the best thing to be doing. I really want that collector, so that's the deal there. Let's try to get you some extra damage. We're gonna crush this one. Okay. At some point we probably want a molded. It would be a lot better if we had a draft, but now we know we're not getting a draft. But still, I don't know, is it good? I'm trying to think if there's any situations where I actually like lose my units. I think it could be good. It'd be better than this, I think. I generally want to keep my units in play, but it'd be nice to have a backup plan. Grovel's not bad. I mean, we could maybe do an Umbra Flex, but I don't think so. I think just a Mind Collapse is pretty good here. I should have added the 10 in Pierce, by the way, to the Fatal Melting. I completely forgot to even think about that. I don't know, I really don't think there's an Umbra unit that will be good for us. I could simply just Hellvent the Wicklash. Or something that comes out here. 30 power. If I get the hammer, I want that. Old magic. Buff is pretty good. 10 flat damage. I don't think we want to move our units around at all here. Damn, I was hoping for Pip. I suppose I could live with card draw. Maybe gold is best though. Let's do gold. That's a pretty good card. That might be my Hellvent. Was going to do Wicklash, just gives me the same damage. I think I'm going to have stuff in Burnout just fine. What's this again? 30? I think maybe I will put a 30 here. I wish I had the 10 and Pierce to go along with it. But it's all good. I'm going to Hellvent this still. We're going to be rich on this run and have a lot of scaling. Do I go top here? I think there's no world where a grenade doesn't at least come up here. If I lose a unit, I'd rather actually lose Rector, I think. I can actually get energy here. And we got this anyway. I think because there are like double tank turns, I do actually want to try to get her attack up. That sucked. Damage shield is iffy, but we might just want to get hit twice here. This dies no matter where I put it. Get dead money. Looks like she'll be just enough to kill this, so that's good. I do want to get hit twice here, so why don't we take that out? This is fine. Heal you. We're doing pretty good here. Still want to get hit, so let's do that. will do it. Made about, what, 60 gold? 60 or 80 gold there. Wonder if in this deck Forever Consume almost makes sense. I only really like to take this when I have the X-Cost artifact. At that point it becomes okay. It just isn't that good otherwise. It would be better if it did 30x like each time instead of just consolidated into one hit. If it did that, it would become quite a good card. I wouldn't say it would be overpowered, but it would be very good. It would be like a flexible ancient synergy, which is obviously pretty good. But keep in mind, Umbra doesn't have inherent spell weakness within Clan, so I feel like it wouldn't be OP. It's kind of like saying Soul Siphon is, or not Soul Siphon, Symphony of a Soul is OP. It isn't really OP because within Wurmkin there's not much high roll for it, but other clans have the high rolls for it. So I don't think it would be OP to change it to that. I have nothing for intent, as is almost always the case when you're not playing Little Fade. And even sometimes with Little Fade. I really actually don't like this card. I think it's poorly designed in its current state. I think it was fine in the old state where it didn't consume and it was like a 2-cost. But as it stands, it's just like the definition of like a win more card, in my opinion, in a lot of cases. Instead of being like a card you could build around. I think a Remnant Pack even is weird here. Like, what would I put Remnant Pack on? That's just like, I already have the molded. So it's just a dead draw. Even though it's such a powerful card normally. It's either Forever Consumed or Skip. I just don't see myself ever taking Ember upgrades, so sucks, but our rare draft was a dud. Which, considering how many good rares there are between these two clans, is a pretty bad set of luck there, right? Could take the Baron. If anything, I could fuse it into the Lady. I think that's okay. Alternatively, I could fuse it onto a Drag. Or put a Drag into it, so that it just has burnout. If I did that, would a Paraffin Thug be better? I don't think so. I think at any rate I will take a Baron. It is potentially an okay unit. Just take draw. This is a tough one. There's a value on both sides. What do we have for the magic? Plus damage, holdover, cost reductions. Permafrost is pretty good on the molded. Consumer move, I don't really like it on Space Prism. But this amount of gold, I could maybe justify it though. Double stack doesn't really have anything. I wouldn't put it into these burnout extenders. So, double stack is the only just straight up miss. Consumer move's kind of a miss. If it were double stack and consumer move, it would be a pretty shitty Merchant of Magic, and then I'm just getting health that I don't probably need, and then Vortex, which would be good. Get rid of some Stewards or Plinks. Alternatively, I go left, and there's always some guaranteed value here, because I get Vortex, which is great. And cost reductions and plus damage at the very least is good. I could technically completely miss over here. Get some gold that I don't need. Artifact that could suck. And unit that could suck. Probably higher chance to high roll over here. I think we go this route. 30 power intrinsic, probably on the Space Prism, and hope for Spell Chain eventually. I think that's pretty good. Let's check the Merchant of Magic first. Maybe if I see a holdover. Okay, already. Bleh. I don't love it. I do not love it. Would I rather have Pierce and leave it at 2? Kind of feel like I would. Surge on a Plink is great. It was the worst scenario that we thought about. Well, whatever happens. We knew it could happen. It just sucks that it did. To beat Stealth Boss, maybe I leave 2 around, I don't know. Probably not. Let's see. I have molded and stuff, so I could put this in here. I just don't know if I want them as separate units, I guess. I don't know if that's even really worth 25 shards. I do kind of unironically think that maybe a Wickless Baron into a drag is okay here. So we're 25 shards, though. I mean, that could be my future Hellvent. Even if it doesn't have any steel upgrades. I mean, this is my last time other than here that I can fuse a unit. It's wild to actually have 3 in a row here without temples. I mean, I think Baron into Lady would be okay. The only problem there is we only have like 2 decent strikes, and the Dregs, they're okay, I guess. I don't know. I think probably Baron into Lady is fine. It's either that or a drag. With the Lady. I want that health scaling, and the damage is a nice plus. I could 30 a Plink. This might be one of those situations where it's okay to do it. I do need like an extra hit, and this kind of represents that. I think I will. Okay, we're going to Shardville way more than I wanted to, but I think this deck is actually pretty strong right now. I'm going to remove the other Plinks, I think. Actually, I'm going to remove the Stewards for now. They're by far my worst unit. We're not spending gold, so I'm going kind of hard here because I went so hard on shards. And I have pretty good money gain anyway. So, deck is thin, we got a drop grade. I think we're in a good spot. Dark Calling Flex doesn't make sense here because I mean, actually, it honestly could make okay sense, but I just don't think I have that good of a setup for it. The mark here just extends our burnout, which is good. Gets us harvest, which is good. Nice. Leak, but it is what it is. With that much pyre health buffer, not too worried about it. That is 30 damage, but I'll heal it back eventually. Let's greet it. And I'll have enough burnout. Let's get actually some of this going. I think we're probably better off just putting the Dregs down here. They're dead. That's actually amazing. I guess another drag is best here. We'll heal you a bit. Maybe put some damage on the backmost one. Styes. Alright, bottom decking these. Priceless. We technically kill this, and I probably want that extra revenge here, but I probably just want to kill this floor. I didn't realize these were on holdover. Wait, how? No. You're telling me you were 1 damage short of killing that? Then 96 of my... Okay, Plink, you need to hit. You're useless, Plink. That Plink could have saved the day. I'm angry. How the hell did that floor not take that floor out? You gotta be shitting me. Whatever. Here, have at that. Just realized, like, these guys are gonna die in 1 hit to the spikes. I think we're fine. It's the danger of so many spikes, I guess. Or this many shards, I should say. But we get it done. Resin removal for sap removal. I think I like that. Right now, Fade's First Blade only lightly counters the sap, but considering it's like so much of my actual scaling plan, be nice. This kind of represents quite a lot of damage. It's also pretty okay into Ragefell. I mean, these are all good cards. Mortal Entrapment is a little bit anti-Lady of the Reform, but that's not too much of an issue. Like, I probably don't want to be getting hit by Divinity over and over and over again. It probably helps a lot with bosses and stuff, too. I do think Mortal Entrapment might actually be better. I mean, it's a really good card. Yeah, helps with stealth boss. Helps with a lot of stuff. We're definitely not able to do an Ember Drain deck, I don't think. I could. Like, I actually have mostly zero cost stuff, other than like that I care about, and this. I can make that 0 cost. But I also don't know what this really does for my deck if I'm not multi-striking. Similar like that last run, if I'm not multi-striking, you know, what am I doing then? It is kind of sad / funny how, you know, Void Binding is generally one of my most favorite cards of Umbra, but in the context of Cursed Runs, it's not that good of a card, actually. Because usually I'm not getting Trample or Multi-Strike or a Sweeper. And, you know, if you don't have any of the above, you're also probably not getting Furnace Tap. It's really not that good even with an Ember Drain deck. It's just a single, I don't know, it can be okay, but it just doesn't do what it normally can do for me. Yeah, these are all pretty shit. Could do Winged Indulgence, I guess. They're pretty bad though. Love how I get winged. I never get winged into technology when I actually want it. It's kind of sad. I don't actually know what to do here. Like, I had just thought. I don't know. This is probably the best. I'm at 100 shards now, but I think it's fine. Alright, we don't need these bad plinks. At this point, though, I really don't have removals to make. I kind of want all my drags. I guess I could have hellvented like a non-intrinsic space prism. Could have been like workable. These things kill my dregs anyway, so I don't think the extra damage matters like huge here. I do need this thing to hit me, probably. I don't want to give it rage, though, so let's just put down 1. Let's make sure you're alive. Try to get the damage there up. It was multi-strike boss, so that's something we'll need to keep an eye out for. I'm gonna wait on that. Need to make sure it can kill that, but now I need to get the damage here up. It is kind of a catch-22. I guess we'll just have this die, I don't know. Kind of need to increase their health. This is where I'm getting punished for not making the simple upgrades. Back at that other, whatever. Alright, let's get some of these in here. Definitely don't want this guy to get to the pyre, but I also don't want the guys on the bottom to either, but okay, we got pretty lucky redrawing there. We can do... Nope, we can't do that because I'm an idiot. Well, anyway, here's Wonderball. I don't know why I thought I had 20 damage on that thing, but I did not. I, in fact, did not. And I cannot get any of these fucks to stick around. Well, can't do that. Maybe I can redraw it though. I got a thin deck. You never know. I'm gonna do that actually. Alright, we got him. I could do this, but it seems a little risky. 700 gold, man. Maybe you know the gold? I typically haven't taken the gold option that much with old magic, but I gotta say it's pretty damn good. I have 900 gold. Just don't know what to do with the gold, unfortunately. In a cursed run, there's not much you can do with the gold. But we'll see. I think this is a skip. I think my deck is kind of good as is, and anything that's not amazing just doesn't make the cut. It'd be nice to just start getting upgrades on these drags. I wouldn't mind it. Then again, like, cost reduction on Mortal Entrapment would be pretty dang good. Like a holdover on the old magics would be okay. At this point, I may even settle for consume remove on these, because I do actually want like a pretty wide floor, and 3 space might not cut it. I think this magic is hittable. This is probably the only steal I'll hit, I think. This one right here. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, let's see what is at this. I probably will do this. I don't usually recommend it, but I think that this warrants it. I would have took another Space Prism there if it was offered. Well, we got the worst cavern possible. But, you know, we'll do this. Not on the intrinsic one, though. Get one of... well, I really do want that down to at least 2. And then... if I get Pierce, I'd rather have it on Fatal versus this. But at 20, this is still kind of relevant, even if it's not piercing. I think hold over this is best, right? I could also hold over this. It's quite a lot of... I mean, I might want that for Temperament. As Shadewings... I am actually kind of leaning toward this now. Which means I need to take this to a 1. Yeah. Actually want the health. Like I said, I don't really have good removals to make at this point. Like, everything in the deck kind of serves a decent purpose, so just hold the gold, I guess. Kind of my thought, though, with like Wickless Tycoon, Paraffin, Thug, and even putting it on Old Magic. It's like, yeah, I got all this gold, but what to do with it? Like, literally, there's not much to do with it a lot of the time. I guess I could have gone to this Merchant of Trinkets, but I'm giving up all of that for it. So, it's not really in my cards, so to speak. Guess I could have got around the, well, no, I couldn't have. I was gonna say I could get around the Ember Drain, but not really if that's gonna happen. This could be a bit of a bitch. I don't actually think I want to Ember Drain here. Let's just have these die so that I have a future target. Alright, we'll Ember Drain here. For this fight, man, I do probably need to play this here. Probably need to do that, but like Burnout Extension here is like a little bit iffy. A Sweeper is gonna kill my shit, so I just do that, I guess. It's a weak dude. I could actually have one of these survive then, so that's okay. Probably don't need any more space. Probably want to keep this on holdover. Do I still need this on holdover? I think so. Kind of wanted to do that. I guess I could just do this. I think I no longer need it on holdover. Should be good on burnout with that one at least. The other one maybe not. Not really sure why I'm doing that, but sure. Alright, we got him. We got him good. Nice. That is so getting taken. Sac-Res would actually be okay there too. That is a way to get multi-strike, but I actually think the dregs are good enough, and I'd rather just burn out the whole floor. Sac-Res could be a problem for me sometimes. I think because this thing costs 2, there's probably justification to take an Ember upgrade. I don't know, draw's pretty good too. I think I will take Ember though. Did I say the steel was what I was going to take? Because now I'm thinking, I'm like, I don't know, the Vortex isn't that good here. I don't actually want to remove any of these cards other than maybe this Plink is removable. I guess at this point in the game, maybe this Plink is also removable, so I guess I do have some Vortexes that I could do. It also might just be nice to, well, I don't know. I don't even have that many good upgrades to make on magics. I got another magic coming anyway. I think we do want to do this. I'll go above the shard count, why not? Alright. I think Wing Steel here is actually pretty good. That now I do have a draw upgrade, kinda. Don't think we want Endless. Shield Stone any good? I guess. I know that's good. Quick could be okay. Is it worth the money? $115 for that? I don't think so. I think we can hopefully find a better use of our money. So I think that Plink gets removed, and I think this one does as well. It was good for a while, but it's not that good late game. Especially when I have flat AoE guaranteed. One thing I do wish about this, though, is I do wish it had a better rank 3 power spike, because it was pretty good at rank 1, and 1 is the best, I would say, in relation to its power level. 2 is alright, but 3... it just isn't there. If you think about it, just comparatively, to Soulguard is, in my opinion, an okay comparison. True, the setup requirements for Soulguard go up, but I don't find they're actually, we're talking about Titan Channel here, I don't find they're that much. So like, it goes from 50-50, better than Soulguard, by the way, rank 1, 80-80, then it's a little bit worse, but the rank 2 requirement spike goes up huge for Soulguard. I still think Burn Bright rank 2 is a little bit better than rank 2 Soulguard, but then rank 3 just doesn't even come close. Like 145, you know, it's not really that big of a jump, whereas like Soulguard gets that proper rank 3 jump. Goes from 45 to 90, pretty in line with Burn Bright, right? The first 2 ranks, and then boom. For only 5 more stacks, you get 210, which is way better than Burn Bright. And honestly, if Burn Bright was more up like 180 or so, which I think it used to be, even like pre-DLC in the old days, I think it would be a better route. But I do think the rank 3, it is pretty weak, but it's still okay. It's just my little rant. This would be a good precursor. If I can't take this, then I can't take anything. I will say the armor 20 is potentially brutal here. Armor 20 is probably harder than the Seraphite, but it is 400 gold. Do I need 400 gold? Probably not. Like, I could bust out here. If they're sharded up, which a lot of them will be at 115 shards, they're gonna have 30 or 25 health on top of the already 20 armor. I actually think this is maybe untakeable. Yeah, we don't need to take the risk here, because I believe we already have a winning deck. And this is just a risk we don't have to take. Keep the good dragon. Actually, I think I'd rather just not risk losing that. We can remove them like that. I don't want to like give stats to the other ones. Okay, in this case, I will do that. That. Okay, we got this on holdover now. We have to do that here, no question about it. This is gonna be rough. Should have put that one on a different slot, but whatever. Hmm. 67, 77, so that's still not enough, but it will be after I do this. There we go. I kind of want this up here. Do I need all that burnout though? Probably not. Take that one out maybe. Oops. Let that die. No need to daze anything really. Because we kind of want to get hit to a certain amount here. Do that. Heal her. Get another one up in here now. Go like that. I can actually give you some burnout. Why not? Oops, did that in the wrong order. Oh well. Just reapply it. Now for Divinity, we're probably looking at mid-floor. I want to get some damage here. That way if I redraw into that, I'll be good. Let's do the one that isn't on holdover, because I actually don't need it anymore. There we go. Got him. We could technically redraw, so we might as well try. Get as much money. Yeah, we don't need 400 extra gold. And I think we would have been pretty screwed with how many of those Shade Wings got sharded up. I don't think we need these. Well, I don't think we want them. Similarly, these just suck. I gotta say, Umbra has done this for us, basically. Space Risen. But hey, you know, we can hate on Umbra all we want. This is a very powerful card. If that's all it provided me was Space Prism, and I guess Mind Collapse has been okay too. I mean, that's more than I can say for Awoken and Stygian in a lot of these cursed runs, so I'm not even hating on Umbra that much here. I'm kinda am, but they're providing value. This is yet another no multi-strike run. In the truest sense of the word, like it's a no frenzy run, but we're used to that. Now we just have straight up no multi-strike runs, right? Hell's Banners is getting taken. Resin Block, as good as it is, I don't know that it's great here. Like, I'm not reforming that much, but I got nothing much else to put my money on, so I probably will end up taking it. I kind of want to take it and reroll. If I get Lightstone Casing, I can't remember if I've seen it already. I don't think I have. Okay, these suck anyway. Could hold that over. What's here? 30 power. I could hold over a 30 power one. Like hold over this one, put 30 on it. I don't know. Yeah, I'd be doing 45 heal a turn. I might need it. I mean, since I'm not piercing, I guess the other option is I just hold the other, like with Hell's Banners, I might be able to hold both them over. I don't know though. Not every turn, but the advantage of putting a holdover on both of them is the ridiculous amounts of spell shield can be stripped away with it. I don't know if that's like overkill though. You know, scaling can just go a certain amount of the way. I have a lot of pyre health buffer. I may need this heal. Get that down to 1, I think. None of these are good with double stack, man. Just do 10 there. I'm not gonna do the 30. I don't think it's worth the shards. Could do 0 on a lot of these. Maybe that's just always wanting to get played though. Maybe I will do Bone. We're probably looking at some definite leaks, so it's probably okay. I think I might. This does cost me 10 to do that, but it might be nice to have another one. I think it makes sense. Got that on holdover. It's happening, I think. Let's do it. I feel pretty good about this. I think I got a solid deck here. Top for this fight, mid for Divinity. With this on holdover, I don't need to let myself get hit as much. I'm actually gonna go like this. Still might be nice to get hit though, here and there, right? Get the damage shield out of there. Put you in front. See how she went from dying to taking 7? Bit of an indicator of why things are the way that they are right now. Good turn to do that, I think. They're going to want to hopefully stack some days onto Divinity. Can I yet? Not yet. There we go. It's actually pretty good how everything went there. I did want to get like some extra damage on this floor anyhow. Let's do that. You can see we're not really counteracting the sap with the rage here, though. That's kind of an issue. We're going to take a leak here, apparently. What the fuck is going on here? How, with all these harvests and all, how do I have more sap than rage? What am I not getting here? Like, have I missed that this is like applying more sap than 3 a turn? Because, yeah, I'm like way fucking sapped. Alright, let's calculate this out. There must be some bad breakpoint in here. So we got 192. We got 214 here, right? Because it's 190. No, that's 204. Then I gotta get to 234. 204. This gets me to 224. That didn't do much. Nope. At least I won't be getting sapped for fucking Divinity, right? What the fuck is going on the fuck here? Maybe that heal isn't really worth it to have in holdover. Well, there's no way I can, like, get that into range, unfortunately. But could just do this. Am I worried about the boss at this point, though, since I'm doing so little damage? I didn't think I'd leak at all in this fight, if I'm being honest, but I probably could have navigated it a bit better. I wanted all this pyre buffer for Divinity. At least my sap will start going away here, but man, like I could do this and then I'm fine, right? Like it's not gonna hurt me. I think I'm gonna try to risk this. I think I need this extra pyre health for Divinity. At least that takes them out. We do want to draw back to mortal. We should guarantee it next turn then. Now I do know. Let's go like this. Guess I don't guarantee it. We can draw one more here. go. There's actually an X, so let's just let it happen. I'm not gonna ruin things by dazing. I'm sure daze wouldn't have ruined it, but again, if there's an X, let's let the X speak for itself. I mean, it is a pretty jank deck. I'm basically winning with, like, pretty vanilla shit, right? I'm winning with drags, only 3 of which have minor upgrades. A shitstoned Wickless Baron Infused Lady of the Reformed is my only banner. And, like, not a whole lot. Fatal Melting is, like, my central point of the deck. So we'll see. This is where Egg Stapler made it to. Maybe we have similar decks at this point, who knows. I could probably maybe justify going top, now that I think about it though. I can eventually Daze Divinity, and it gives me an extra pip, it gives me extra turn to find stuff. And if the drags die and come back with molded, the only problem is there's only that one molded. Like, can I bring stuff back enough? Remains to be seen. Let's put you down first. And we do have to keep this. Debating if I want... I know I want this. Guess we can do this. It's not the end of the world, right? I don't think we want to do the wax since... Well, I got all of this Ember to use here. Let's do it. I need, like, the scaling, actually. The scaling aspect of it. Really need hers damage to be up. I think I can leak this floor a bit, but I do need to, like, put some work in onto this floor. Let's have you die there. You can die there. So I can do this. I think at this point we can get away with that. Not really the card I wanted to draw. Like I said, we're leaking quite a lot, but maybe this is better here. Alright, that's okay. This mini-boss is potentially my end. Even this floor, it looks like, is not going to be great. Does fix one of those breakpoints, but man, I think I gotta let that go. Like, not being able to play the molded here was really rough. It's kind of crucial to the deck that I'm able to do that. Maybe I should have done molded, I don't know. I don't think I could do a mid-floor setup though. Let me see. Do you guys have... Well, he's not doing a whole lot of damage. This guy has 1 damage shield left. The Daze is not in an amazing spot. That's unfortunate. Well, we're gonna have to do this. 20. I unfortunately just can't do anything here. I think I might survive this. But I'm probably not going to survive the rest of this. That guy's 55 attack. Any way we can finagle this? I can do 42. Yeah. So I could go like this. And that should... Wait. 1... I'm 4 fucking short there if I do that. God damn it. I thought that was enough. No. Damn. I was 4 short of being able to do that. Well, it was a valiant effort. I thought we were going to be able to do it. Is it worth even reloading to try? Let's try to see if mid-floor would have actually beat it. Obviously, we're a little bit lighter on Pip. Have that die. It's like the Pip is just brutal. Huh. $25 armor. Really, just no way to take on that guy. Trying to think if anything in the run was ever given to me, and there was no crushing demise. There was, I don't even think, a drip fall. I mean, what the fuck could I have ever done to even take this guy on? And everything that was offered. This is the first time I've even been able to play molded as well. This guy just kills us. He's got 400. That's too much to deal with, unfortunately. And deadweight is what we're drawing into as well. 95 by 181. It's really rough, man. Well, I don't know. When I think back, I'm like, there really wasn't anything on this run that I could have done. Let's take a look at what Egg Stapler did. Maybe something will pop out. He had a better score. Had the burnout. Had more upgrades than the dregs. I mean, it would have helped. I don't think it would have changed anything fundamentally, though. I mean, I was not close on my breakpoints. I guess I technically was on the first fight. I was, what, 4 off? But I think I still would have eventually petered out. Certainly, he was smarter with upgrading the dregs more, though. But it does suck to just see that there was... I assume he hit more Merchant of Steels than I did, and there's just no multi-strike on this run. He has the same lady. Doesn't even have the Wickless Baron into it, though. Which, actually, if you think about it, is probably fine. I didn't need those extra stats, and that would have given me 25 less shards to work with. Though maybe a Wickless Baron into a dreg still would have been doable. I don't think this would have changed anything for me. This on holdover, maybe. Again, though, it's like, when it's only single striking unit you can slap it on, I don't know. I think maybe if I went holdover molded, the thing was all these other fights molded just wasn't really that useful. I had the opportunity to put a holdover on a molded though instead of the Purifying Cleanse. I don't think the Purifying Cleanse was the right call. That was probably my biggest mistake. Also could have had Piercing on Melting, would have been so much better than what I had. But nothing else is like hugely standing out to me. I think definitely the holdover Purifying Cleanse was probably the worst. It was hard to judge. Like, I thought my lady, because I had nothing quick, and like, yeah, I had holdover AoE, but that only really is going to stop the Shade Wings and Light Wings from hitting me. I'm still going to take a ton of damage from Divinity and the tanks and like Wilt Wing extinguishes and stuff. Like, I thought for sure I would need this health on the lady, and I think I did. I mean, you'll notice I was losing health. Kind of just really fucking rough run, actually. I mean, even the artifacts weren't really all, like, Fade's First Blade was obviously good, but like Winged Indulgence sucks. Winged Steel's good. Hell's Banner is technically good, but I hardly could proc it. Probably another indicator. When I bought the two of these, I should have gotten holdover molded. I just didn't expect. It's not really an excuse, but it's just the truth. I didn't expect to need to reform that much in the Divinity fight. I thought I could just kind of slap some units down and have them gain rage, but I'm dumb, and I didn't remember that most of my dregs were squishy as hell. Only really one of them had any survivability. I guess 2 of them. So if they had survivability, that would have definitely helped. I fucked up that first ring or so with just not putting upgrades on them. I think I had legs to stand on, though, if I did the molded and had not fucked up with the drag upgrades. I think there might have been a way I could have done it. Oh well. You know, that's how it goes. Still was like, I feel like an overall well fought fight. With what we were given, right? I mean, there's just not much given on this run. I think you look at both our decks, it's not like, other than like an Immortal Trade, there's not any cards that are like in our decks that aren't in the other deck, really. We've picked up where the power was. We had like the same artifacts even, essentially. There's not much else on this run. This is just like a pretty cursed run, I would say. Unless, you know, I guess there is maybe one Umbra unit we didn't hit. Maybe there's an alloy, and I don't know. There was definitely some morsel stuff, but not that much. It's not like there was a Shroud Spike or a Shroud Mitosis. I guess there was a Wing Technology. There was a Grovel. I don't think there was a Making of a Morsel. There was a Cavern that could have got you pack morsels. That's about it, though. There's a Gem Trove, too, I guess. So I guess if there was like a morsel made, it could be good. It'd still be single striking only, though. With no trample. I mean, I'd like to reiterate that there really was not much on this run. I mean, no Furnace Tap, no Umbra Stone. Not even like a Blazing Bolts would have been okay. Could have helped with like tank softening up. I guess there was a Forever Consumed. I don't think that would have done anything for us. Like, the rares were pretty shitty. Wax and Spike was the only takeable rare, I feel. And then the third ring didn't even have takeable rares. And, like, the uncommon, we didn't hit on, like, Crushing Demise. We didn't hit on... I don't know. I don't even know what else we'd be looking for. Like... I don't know. I guess there's just not much in the combo. It's not a good combo. But, you know, you're focusing on all the negatives. There was still some good stuff, as there always is on any cursed run. Or any run, but, you know, even a cursed run. You know, there's Space Prisms to get a wide floor of dregs, to have behind a pretty good Beefcake that gives them burnout, and then Fade's First Blade can provide light scaling. That's, I think, just the good thing. And then we have an okay flat AoE card. It's just unfortunate that it's like overcosted. You know, if we could have justified another draw upgrade, that probably could help too. Looks like Egg Stapler had it, but he also didn't have the expensive holdover that we had. I'll be honest, I'm surprised he got through Temperament. Wow, 120 damage taken. That's kind of, I guess you can kind of see the difference there. It's like, I mean, I definitely took some damage, but like, I had compensated a little more toward Temperament with a lot of the plays I made. But he was able to get through it. Yeah, I don't know. There's not much more I can think about this run, though. Just a really tough one. It's too bad Dusk's pool is so full, because I'd love to see him take this one on. Because it's probably one I'll forget. There's just, like, I can remember some of them, but then it's like this one I know in my mind. I'm like, this one just seems pretty cursed. There's no multi-strike. There's none of the heavy hitters. Even Rector is just like okay in it. Like, yeah, you could flex to Dark Calling, but I don't even know how you make that work, really. You'd have to like Hellvent dregs and shit. Like, there isn't even a Formless Child on this run. There's not even that. So I don't know. I'd be interested to see how folks tackle this one. I hope people give it a shot. That was a tough one. Well, anyway, as always, thanks for watching. Until next time, peace.